Hey everyone, today we're gonna play some historic blue-white control. I revisited the deck that I built just when Alchemy came out, and when I thought that Divine Purge would be a huge upgrade to the archetype, and I think it is. I've heard some results. Some people on Twitter have mentioned me, telling me, hey, the deck is doing good. And you know what? Why not revisit it after 1 month and try it again? And the one thing also why I want to do this right now is because there is a historic tournament on the weekend for the grinders, for the competitive players. There's a historic arena qualifier actually on Sunday on MTG Melee. Pizza box open. I can link it down below. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I think that is a good opportunity if you're into historic, if you want to play on the big stage on a Neon Dynasty Championship. That is a good opportunity to qualify and have some nice competition. And maybe I don't think that many people know about it. So how big is it gonna be? You know, like on Magic Online, these qualifiers are huge, like 200, 300 people. But I don't think many people know about this tournament in MTG Melee because Melee, I believe, and some organizers on there and Wizards are working now closer together. And basically Wizards is giving out more invites to these tournaments that are happening on MTG Melee. So look out for those. Alright, blue-white control. I made some little tiny tweaks since the last list. I played it on Twitch in a tournament in December. I'll just start all over again and explain to you the deck and the idea behind it. So usually blue-white doesn't have the best cheap removal. It has like Portable Hole, and that's like the efficient 1-mana removal, but then the other ones are like kind of bad. Baffling End, Seal Away, they have their conditions, Fateful Absence, Declaration Stone, they give clues to the opponent. But the little synergy we have going on with Fateful Absence here is Divine Purge exiles the clue forever. So you kill a thing early, your opponent deploys more and more stuff to the board, usually doesn't want to crack the clue until late when they don't have anything else to do with their mana, right? So and then until before that happens, you Divine Purge, exile the clue, and you've upgraded your Fateful Absence into just a clean removal. So instant speed, destroy target creature or planeswalker is just amazing. It works very well with Teferi untap, and in the end, this deck, you just need to have Teferi survive, and your opponent can have a clue or two, So even if you can't exile a clue, it's not that bad. Have your Teferi survive, untap of it, and you're usually good to go. The rest of the deck, we're playing a Cage and a Rest in Peace, just a little tools against the food decks, against, what's it called? The Phoenix. Missed that one, I don't know why. Phoenix, and we have Censor as early either card draw or 2-mana counterspell, which can be important, and Search for Azcanta as one of you're used to it. Narset, Archmage Charm, of course. Memory Deluge is a nice one-off, especially against control decks. It helps hitting land drops. It maybe helps finding your Teferi. Control decks these days, they don't play anything that exiles necessarily. Like an exile counterspell. So this Deluge can be cast for 4 mana. It also goes around Narset, which is important because it doesn't draw cards. Cast for 4 mana and cast for 7 mana, then usually in a control mirror that's lights out. I'm trying one Settle the Wreckage right now. Before that we had 4 Divine Purge. The matchup against Phoenix I think is a little bit of a tricky one. Against the creature decks like humans and life gain and any sort of creature stuff. And against food, this deck is good, this deck is prepared for. But Phoenix is like one of the creature decks that kind of has good tools with the card advantage and cheap creatures, but also free to Arclights and Crackling Drakes that go around the Divine Purge or Stormwing Entity. So that one is a little bit tricky. Settle Wreckage can maybe help. Yeah, and the rest, we have one of Commit, we're playing Narset. Commit is a nice late game tool to have with Narset. And we're still playing Shark Typhoon, not the full 4. I rather go with the Teferi nowadays. I like Teferi. It's very good against food decks. It is just in general a good card against these creature piles because it takes over by itself. And if people are not playing blue much, then it is also less risky to just play like a 5-mana sorcery, right? Like if people are playing a bunch of blue cards and memory lapses, for example, Teferi becomes less important. So that's why we saw in the past that I was trimming down on Teferi, and now that memory lapse is gone, 5 drops are much better. And Shark Typhoon is just not that impactful, you know, when everyone is having these creatures and bigger creatures and food and removal, Fatal Push and whatever. Shark Typhoon is a little slow, so I don't want the full free. And even in the control mirrors, that are not popular, by the way, so you don't see much control anyways. But even then, there's like Archmage Charm to steal big Shark tokens nowadays. Mana base, I would love to play Castle Ardenvale. The utility lands we have is basically Vantress and Hall of Stormstrands and Field of Ruin. And the reason being that we don't play Castle Ardenvale is that I don't want to have too many sources that don't make Archmage Charm on turn 3. 3 of them is, I think, fine. The rest makes blue mana, so that we can cast Archmage Charm on time. We play 3 Irrigated Farmland to have some cycling. We play 26 lands in total. Could be 1 less. With the 4 Censors, we have ability to draw more, but I think 26 is still a fine number with the cycling lands and then 4 lands and do something. And I mean, we're usually happy hitting our land drops until turn 6, even turn 7, you know, like you can usually do a lot with your mana. Sideboard, you might see I'll go like this. Hullbreaker Horror down here, just an extra tool for certain matchups, for control especially, and maybe like creativity. Usually can't answer this thing either. Baneslayer Angel, good against any creature deck, good against Phoenix too, depending on, like if you have Rest in Peace out, for example, against Phoenix, then Unholy Heat doesn't kill anything anymore, or anything of importance. And then Baneslayer could just save the day. We have 2 Archons for humans, and then we have 2 Aethergast for food and any of the green, red decks. Lots of them around, goblins, what have you. Another Narset, of course. It's the best card in control mirrors. It's very good against Phoenix. It's good against like random decks like Enchantment, Enchantress, I suppose. Another removal spell, 3 Dovin's Veto, Mystical Dispute, also a counter package post board. If you look at the deck, it's certainly focused very much on killing creatures. We are not playing any Dovin's Veto in the main deck. We're only playing 4 hard counters in the main deck in terms of Archmage Charm. And even that one is not just a hard counter. So this makes the deck creature focused, while then we have in the sideboard 5 more counters. Because again, if you look at the historic format as of late, there has not been that much in terms of blue decks. Like Memory Lapse getting axed is really diminished the amount of blue that sees play. And I mean, Phoenix is one of the, if not the most popular deck, and it is blue. But Phoenix isn't, like counter spells are not very good against Phoenix. Besides Mystical Dispute is fine. But even nowadays, with the versions with Dragon Rage Chandler, it's become worse. I really dislike this new interface. I just take infinite time. Every time I want to select a deck, I have to look, I have to search. I don't know. Before it was so much easier. I don't know. Please change it back. So, yeah, you're happy to face any creature deck, essentially. You're happy to face the food decks. That's the plan. And I mean, I think the biggest downside of this deck is maybe that the typical downside of control, your draws don't line up and your opponent has a very good draw. Or when you're on the draw and your opponent has a fast start, you can maybe just fall behind. That can surely happen. Again, I'm not going to edit this video, so you can just skip ahead. I will put stops when the match starts, so that way you don't have to sit here with me currently waiting. Actually, okay. You know what? I think I know. I had Arena open for a long time, and this is this common bug, right? Arena's open. Yeah, you can just go ahead and we'll talk in a second. You can just go ahead and skip this whole part and go to the next chapter. But I'm gonna restart Arena, and then yeah. Also fixed my green screen. I think it should be a little better now. Like the contrast, the hair's not fizzling as much. You see this thing behind me on the chair, this little, I think it's very difficult for the green screen, I guess, to work around that. I don't know, how do you say, muster, no, system, so whatever. The fabric, it's a little weird, so that's why it's probably being like this. All right, yeah, we have found an opponent. So it was certainly the bug of being inactive for too long, I guess. And ready to game, Cube April. What a nice avatar. And we have the Jace avatar fitting for the blue control deck, of course. I'd like to play first. Yes, please. Okay. We got a 2-lander. If we draw the 3rd land, we're good to go. If we don't, we still have 2 removal spells to keep us alive. Alright, Steam Vents on turn 1. Ooh, what is this? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Censor into a land? No! Not like this! Wandering Mind. Interesting. Interesting. What do we find? Ephemerate. Oof. 26 lands and Censor. Not enough. Ephemerate. So we're playing it's like a Jeskai Flicker deck. Oh my god. Huh. Get another Ephemerate here? No. My opponent still gets a clue, which is good value. I could have played Narset, but I think that's not so good. Okay. Oh, sick. So they had another Ephemerate, they just didn't want to go for it because they had the Town Raiser. Oh, we're mana screwed and my opponent does that. I would not like to sacrifice it. I need it. For now. Oh my god. I think I have to draw 2 here. Hope to find a land. Oh. Alright, next game. I mean, this is rough. Whew, okay, what is going on here though? My friend's gonna get the Castle Vantress as well. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this blue-white deck is focused on the top meta decks, like the small creature decks and so on. Like a mid-rangey, grindy Jeskai Ephemerate Expressive Iteration. This seems tough. This definitely seems like a tough matchup. Like we're not playing value cards. We're more playing. Yeah, I don't know. If my opponent doesn't have any counter spells, I guess we can just slam Teferi. Maybe next game. Decline. This is just not meant to be here, huh? Okay, I've seen enough. GG. I have these ticking time bombs of lands. My opponent has 6 power already on the battlefield. I'm at 8 life. No, I'm not winning that game. Okay. I don't think we need Graveyard Hate from what we've seen. Jeskai. What are you playing white for? Okay, yeah, Ephemerate. A blue-red deck with some white for Ephemerate so far, okay. Ifagast does not look unreasonable here. Settle the Wreckage looks like it's not good. Divine Purge maybe not. Declaration not. Rafts, I don't know. Let's see. Thinking about Baneslayer, maybe it's just like a big thing against the dragons, gains his life back. I'm thinking Mystical and Aethergust, probably good. And then do we want like Hullbreaker Horror? Do we want Veto? Do we want 4th Narset? I think I'm gonna play the Narset might be good. I don't know, maybe I just want the Veto. Like hard counter that Ephemerate seems like an important effect. I have 4 Fateful Absence and 2 Wrath. That might be a little bit too much. I don't know, on the play. And also 2 Aethergust. Might just cut down an Absence. And play a Narset on the play. On the play, I like cards that like snowball a little bit out of control. Like Narset. If we can sneak that down onto the battlefield, and then work our way from there into the game, that'd be good. I'm keeping, I guess. I'm not super happy about this hand. It's just lacking that proactive element, that Narset, that Shark Typhoon, Azcanta, even Archmage's Charm. But after what happened last game, where we just didn't have any lands at all, I kind of feel happy to have lands. And yeah, I mean, we have Castle Vantress if you want that in the late game. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna eat a Censor. Happy about that. If our opponent goes for a Town Raiser and we can commit here. Beautiful. Into Teferi, untap, have Fateful Absence up. Any day. Okay, this was an easy one, huh? I mean, okay, let's not call it too early, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this game. Oh no! Of course. Oh no, I'm so stupid. Of course. Wow, I'm stupid, guys. I'm so stupid. What did I just do? Oh no, no, no. Well, I totally blanked that they have Ephemerate in the deck. Warm-up game, guys. Warm-up game. Okay, yeah. Well, that was awkward. Luckily we have Teferi and mana is not that much of an issue, I suppose, but awkward still. Like, I probably should just... I mean, I should have just untap and Day of Judgment. I think that's what I should have done. Town Raiser Regent. You got Fateful Absence too. Okay. I think I keep them one more turn. Doesn't seem like my opponent's pressuring my life total anyhow anyways. And I might... yeah, I might want to have the mana. Interesting here. I could play Farmland. I'm likely just gonna Archmage Charming the thing over there. Then we sack 2 lands away. Yeah, I think. Although, no, actually no. Actually no. Even with Teferi out, I have so much mana. I don't need the Farmland on the battlefield. Even if I sack these 2, I still have 5 mana. You know, like. Okay, so triggers on the stack. I'm gonna cycle. Could have also sacked a clue, to be fair. Hey, hello, welcome to the team. Draw step, please. Memory Deluge. Draw a card. Okay. And then we just play Baneslayer. Nice. Forgot to put the sounds on. Ooh, that's too loud. That's too loud. I'm sorry. Okay. Hit for 5. Opponent's still playing this game. I'm used to people just conceding at this spot. Okay. I want to use my mana while it's untapping. Helix to Tef. Concede. Okay. Deal. So we just got like a mid-range Jeskai deck. Ephemerate is not so good against Wrath of God because Ephemerate doesn't protect the creature in the end. It just gives you another into the battlefield. So I think I like the Wraths. So now that we want to draw, we could consider like a Fateful Absence, a Veto maybe, instead of like these 4 Narsets. Yeah. Though I gotta be careful of these Absence because of Ephemerate. I'm scared by Ephemerate. It's a strong card, I feel like. I wonder if Townraiser Region is that the best 4-drop to flicker? Isn't there some better ETB creature or whatever? Censor is beautiful here, I think. Delays my opponent by a turn. Or might just get my opponent if they play into it. No 2-drop is exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Ooh, interesting choice here. Interesting choice. Veto or Censor? Huh. Ah, that's actually interesting. Probably just Censor, huh? And then the question is also, do we want to play Narset? Oh, opponent doesn't have any lands. Well, in that case... In that case... I think I'm just going to pass again, because I don't want it to resolve Expressive Duration here. And we can, if they don't do anything, we can just Shark. Like if I go Narset and they have Expressive Duration and find 2 lands, that would be bad for me, I believe. So that's why I just pass here, because I'm already making land drops. I have stuff to do at instant speed anyways. If I'd be knowing that Narset would like stifle some of my opponents out, but I haven't seen any card that draws cards from their side, so Narset doesn't stifle anything over there. Diamond tier 1, let's go. Will we make Mythic in this video? Ooh. Let's go, 2 more matches. I wasn't even aware that I'm so close already. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Avatar, winning his first battle in Constructed here on Arena. Serving me well. Yeah, Censor? Censor is good against people that want to cast 3-drops, 4-drops, and so on curve. So like, for example, this Townraiser Region that my opponent has is just... It really becomes a lot worse if you do not have it on turn 4. Because the longer the game goes, the less relevant are lands, and then you can just sack it away. Still a good card though. Like that Townraiser Region is I think one of the best cards from Alchemy for sure. Is it good enough for historic gameplay? I'm not sure about. Afazar, I think I know you. You're sometimes in my Twitch chat. If that's you. We're on the draw, but we have a very cheap hand. We have a Censor, we have Rest in Peace, which can be a game-winning card. Yeah, this hand is a keep. Opponent kept as well. I could shock myself here on turn 1. Yeah, well, now that I drew a third land, I'm definitely not gonna Censor. Hello. Hello, Officer. Okay, so I gotta be really nice because he's gonna rewatch this video, perhaps. Rakdos, Den of the Bugbear. So we're playing against Arcanist, maybe? Very slow start. Love that. I have Rest in Peace, which is good against Arcanist. But these two are not very good. Yeah, Arcanist is a matchup that is maybe a little tough, I gotta say. Because Arcanists, like, they have a lot of value creatures, and then games go long, and then you give them Investigate tokens. But Divine Purge is very good. Divine Purge gets rid of everything for a while. Interesting. How to go about this Nighthawk Scavenger? I'm kind of feeling like I just want to draw cards here. Because in the end, I just want to make land drops. And this thing is not that threatening right now. Censor all day long. Could... Oh, I actually have to deploy something. I guess I'll just do this. No need to play Rest in Peace right now. Keep the board empty. Keep the Fateful for the Den of the Bugbear, perhaps, later in the game. It would be lovely if my opponent plays into the Censor. Like a Sorin or a Chandra here. Sagna Clue. That kind of gives me the tell that my opponent's hand is very bad against me and probably high on removal for creatures. We got all the Censors. Maybe my opponent has some Unholy Heats. They didn't get any priority here though, so maybe they don't. Okay. Fair enough. I'll have a better plan next time. Missing a land drop even. The hand has to be very removal heavy then. I don't know, maybe I should have kept that Censor. I wonder if I even should play this Teferi here. Maybe I should just go for Narset, because I kind of want to find an Archmage Charm to protect my Teferi. Pooh, both good. Shark Typhoon is usually lights out for a red-black deck. Teferi is also amazing. Man, that's a tough one. But we already have one Teferi. Could deploy Rest in Peace here, but then they can just activate Den of the Bugbear and destroy my Narset for free, so let's not do that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, yeah, Rest in Peace would have been good against that card. That's a nice one. Nice. Okay. I think I'll just untap and slam Shark Typhoon. And our next turn is probably gonna be pretty good. So Shark Typhoon survive. I mean, we're at 17 life and we're gonna produce an army of sharks in the future, and Rest in Peace is gonna lock out my opponent's ability to generate value, hopefully with that adversary or what have you. Am I playing against the standard deck? No. My opponent has Dragonskull Summit. That is not standard legal. Alright. I guess I could just Divine Purge. Into Teferi. Plus. Or I could Teferi, Rest in Peace, Fateful Absence. No, that seems like a good move to go for this Purge here. Although now that I think about it, maybe I should go for Rest in Peace, because if my opponent has 5 spells, we know that. So if my opponent has, for example, Hero's Downfall and a land, then I can Hero's Downfall my Teferi, play this, Hero's Downfall my Shark, the 5/5 Shark that I'm gonna get. You know, if they have like Hero's Downfall end of turn, untap, play land, Hero's Downfall plus this. So I think I'll just get the Rest in Peace out before I get my Teferi out, so I don't like get outvalued by this adversary potentially. And it's also nice because now my opponent has this free mana here, and they're probably sitting on a removal, maybe on another downfall. Then this way they only get the 2/2 as a target, which is good for me. Coolman's Command. I have lots of lands to discard. No problem. Opponent has a sweet looking list. Maybe a little bit of a... Maybe my opponent is a standard player and just doesn't have that many cards in Historic, and so trying to do the best out of it. Fortsies? No, no, no! No, 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 that's not good. That's not good at all. That's very bad. Oh no, I get punished for my play, huh? No, Fortsies. That's bad. I hope to just draw something good here. We did not. Well, that's unfortunate. We have this Castle Vantress. Oh, this flips now, huh? Frustrating. Okay. Okay. Just a 2/2 haster? Oh, it doesn't even have haste, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I played this fine. My opponent clearly top decked that Fortsies, so... happens. Commit. Definitely better than a random card, because we make a 4/4. I think I'll just kill this and discard my land. And next turn we have exactly 9 mana, so we can keep up commit and have Castle Vantress up. Alright, alright, alright. I don't want to scrying the upkeep. What about this shark? Attacking? Probably staying back. Opponent still has 4 cards in hand and this clue, so Fatal Push makes sense. Okay. A little lag. Ooh. Could make my opponent redraw this, but I think I'd rather make them redraw the 2/2. Like, yeah, removes the creature from the board. Opponent's down to 3 cards. Yep. Oh, Den of the Bugbear activation. Yeah, I mean, if we don't hit here, if we don't draw spells, we might lose. Okay, it's good enough for me. Narset would be like the best thing possible. Teferi, of course, too. Four, 6, 7, 8 mana. So they're like 2 lands off, double activating. Hey, what? You've just drawn Thoughtseize every turn from now? Okay, okay. I think this is better than just letting them Thoughtseize my hand. Because I get this 2/2, which is kind of important to block the Den. Opponent has a third Fatal. 3 pushes, 3 Thoughtseize. Yeah, okay. Wow, we're losing. I feel like we're losing. I mean, it all depends on what's on top of my deck, but it has to be good. Archmage Charm is a good start, maybe. Draw 2. Okay. Rough. Get a 3/3 as well. Should I do it now? I think I should do it now. I could actually steal the clue. Kind of funny. Oh, okay. That keeps me alive. So many clues for my opponent, though. Yeah, again, as I said earlier, I think this deck is not built to fight mid-range fights very well, because basically it's good against any deck where Divine Purge is good, but if Divine Purge isn't very good, like here it's kind of medium, then I think it's not so good. It means I can't activate Castle, which is unfortunate. But going down to 3 life seems kind of risky. I don't like that proposition. Yeah. And here, do I want to upkeep activate Castle and I'm left with 4 mana? No, I think I just take a random draw. I like taking a random draw when I'm not like in an urgent need for something, you know? Because if you scry, then you might not be able to cast like a 5-drop, or if I draw a Narset, for example, it would be much worse right now. Actually, I think I'll just do this. I don't want to give them that many lands. Did I draw all my Absence? I think. Yeah, all of them. Every single one. But here you see, I mean, some of you might ask yourself, why Fateful Absence 4 times? Why not Declaration Stone? Declaration Stone hits 2 things, hits 3 things, hits a bunch of tokens potentially. But instant speed is just so important. It's basically the answer I have to that. Okay. Huh. This means I can't cast Settle. My opponent has 1/1. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Okay. I think I'll just attack 1 and then I make a big shark end of turn. Why be so? No, just go for it. I have Settle the Wreckage. Like now they have to deal with one of these tokens. Plus I'm killing. Oh, this comes into play tapped still. Yeah, I committed this one, but it's still bad because of Divine Purge. Just, yeah, making it worse anywhere forever. Okay, we won that one, even though we had a bunch of removal that like kind of two-phoned ourselves. Shark Typhoon, I suppose, did a lot of work. And opponent had infinite removal themselves, which was kind of dead. Okay, lots of man lands over there. Aethergust, looking okay. Not especially great. That's a nice thing about Bloodthirsty Adversary, why I like this card. It's very good against counter magic. Because in the end, you just play it for 2 mana. You just play it for 2 mana. And then if they have a counter spell, you just invest the 2 mana. So, yeah. Anyways, Settle might be good because of man lands. I definitely want another Rest in Peace. Opponent didn't show us that much in terms of graveyard. Basically, Cooldown's Command and the Adversary. So I think 2 Rest in Peace is a good number. I don't want to draw my second one. So that's why I don't want a third. Baneslayer might just get killed. Azcanta is still good, even though Rest in Peace, because it just runs away with the game on its own. Declaration, kind of medium. I think I'm going to play the Aethergusts. Maybe the Narset, I'm thinking about that. Another grindy card. Hullbreaker Horror. It's a little expensive. And my opponent probably keeping stuff like Bedevil in their deck. That's also why I don't like the Baneslayer that much. My opponent has Bedevil, for example, or Hero's Downfall. Playing like Teferi, at least Teferi as an expensive card draws you a card. So that's the upside there. I could definitely see Cast playing some Vetoes. Narset I think is also good. Maybe I even cut a land on the draw in this matchup. Play another Veto. Matchup's grindy. Games go long, so with 4 Censor and 25 lands, I think I should be good, especially on the draw. And I'm saying that as I'm drawing a 0 land. Oh, Magic, you wonderful game. And a 1 lander. Okay. Someone's telling me something, maybe. Field of the Ruin is very good. Aethergust is okay. Buys me time, I guess. It's basically, do I want Aethergust and 4 lands, or do I want 3 lands and 2 Aethergust? One of these lands cycles as well. And Aethergust is a nice card to buy some time, I guess. You know what? Actually, okay. Yeah, we're doing this. I'm playing against a black deck with a bunch of discard. Oh, no, no turn 1 discard. I was waiting for that Thoughtseize to happen. Not so lucky, huh? Now they Thoughtseize me, and of course I drew a spell. Oh, interesting. Blood type Harvester. Okay. No. Are we playing against vampires? I suppose we are, sort of. Opponent has only played vampire. No, they played a 3/3 graveyard trespasser. So not a complete vampire deck. There's another vampire. Maybe running into my Day of Judgment here though. Field of Ruin, Irrigated Farmland. What do I play? Like if I play Field, I can blow up the den potentially end of turn. If I play Farmland, I can go Day into Teferi. But if I go Day into Teferi, my opponent's likely going to have... look, I play Day of Judgment, and then my opponent gets another turn, and then they can deploy anything. Or even attack with Den of the Bugbear. And if that happens, my opponent will have a Goblin, and then if I play Teferi, my opponent can activate Den again and attack my Teferi down. So I think I want to get rid of this this Den of the Bugbear before I get my Teferi down on the battlefield. Den is a very good card against these blue control decks. I'm happy that I have Field of Ruin here. Guess we're discarding Censor and Farmland. Opponent played a land. Okay. Now Day of Judgment. And then we hope Teferi rides us to victory. Well, we mulligan to 5 here, so... yeah. My opponent has a good follow-up here, or a removal for Teferi might become difficult. Or duress. Timely discard spell. Yeah, hello. Nice. I didn't like that so much. Okay, that's a good draw. Should I have done it main phase? Maybe. Now I'm like very soon very dead. This card is also a reason why I want Settle, I guess, because Settle goes around the discard. Yeah, I'm mulligan to 5 against a red-black discard deck with go blanks and such. Usually not a good idea. You keep your 7 is my tip. You should keep your 7s. Now we can flip this back. That's unfortunate. But I'm still dying in 2 turns. Yeah. I maybe messed up by not casting Archmage Charm in my main phase. Okay, that's probably lights out. Got an adversary off the top. Nice. Put me to 1. Then I have to face a Chandra and... yeah, I'm not getting out of this one. I can't deal with both at the same time. So we didn't see any removal, did we? Maybe my opponent boarded low on removal? Maybe I can play the Baneslayer? Baneslayer is like a card that can just steal a game. There's a huge upside to it. But honestly, looking at my deck, I think the only card that I would want to cut is Censor, I guess. Like, I like all my cards. I like the Veto. I like the Rafts. I like the Absence. I like this. I like that. Maybe Commit to Memory. Even that card is okay. I mean, that's the card I could see cutting for a Baneslayer, maybe. Or a Censor. Okay. I still keep 25 lands. I think we should be fine with 4 Censor and hitting our land drops. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this hand is good. We like, against the red-black deck, I'm honestly just happy to keep a 7. That is remotely playable. Oh, I messed up. Oh, for some reason I thought this was untapped. That was a punt. Should have played this on turn 1. That definitely was a punt. That was a punt, yeah. I hope I don't get punished for that. Okay, we drew a land. That's nice. Hitting our land drops. Okay. I'm just gonna play Rest in Peace, I think. Yeah, I mean, Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace is another one of these cards that you don't... yeah. It doesn't do anything right now, for example. Like, if my opponent can just ignore it the entire game, they kind of gained a card on me. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this matchup. I don't know how... I won game 1 because my opponent didn't do anything. My opponent drew a bunch of removal and didn't do anything. But post-board, this seems kind of iffy. But my opponent did not take Teferi here, which I would have guessed they take the Teferi. I have Dovin's Veto to protect myself against another discard spell. I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah. So now if they have another one or a removal for Teferi, it's not great. Like a go blank here, for example. Like, my Rest in Peace is looking pretty bad if they have, like, a go blank. Then I'm basically discarded a card, kind of, because they really didn't need the graveyard here. Okay. Now I think I'll just Efagast the Harvester. And this card is also very annoying against me. Just discard a card effect. But yeah, if I draw a land here, I'm definitely gonna plus Teferi. We need those extra cards. And we'll see if I will Fateful Absence this creature over there. Well, now drawing Wrath of God, I don't think so. Oops. Yeah. Yep. Please, Teferi, survive. What is it? What do you have? Okay. Beautiful. I love that. Come on, play the other one too. Yes. 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 Oh, this couldn't have gone any better, huh? This could not have gone any better. Boom. Be gone. Do I play Farmland? Do I cycle it? I want every single card. I already have 5 lands. This is a grindy matchup. I need cards. I don't want lands. Sure. Yeah, this card feels much less bad when you have a Teferi on the battlefield. Ooh, okay, I see. Puns on the Chandra or nothing. Chandra or nothing? That's not what you say. Puns on the all in on Chandra plan. Well, I got more Planeswalkers. Ooh. Huh. We could minus here and play Teferi plus. I mean, yeah. That does seem like a reasonable play. Doesn't it? Yeah, but the Rest in Peace really didn't do anything this game. Prevented some life, I guess. Gained me some life, let's say. I'm thinking about Go Blank right now. Opponent could definitely draw that card. I know they have it in the hand, in the deck. Didn't have it here. Okay. Chandra is 1 lower, so next turn they could technically deploy Chandra. Oof, I maybe shouldn't have cycled there. Because, like, look, imagine they draw a bad card, they cycle with the blood token, and then I can Censor. So I should not have done this, I think. Then I can Censor the Chandra. Well, happened. Just plus. Let's skip to the good part. Probably just ooh, okay. Just Shark Typhoon. Hard cast. Yeah. Opponent has Feed the Swarm, but discarded it. Ooh, nice. It's gonna be too slow though. I'm just gonna play another Shark Typhoon here. The 3/2 can sacrifice to... oh, this is also very good. This is all very good. I mean, playing these two is just GG, I feel like. But playing this is also GG. Because it completely obliterates the Chandra. I mean, well, no, actually, I guess they can minus and minus. They can use both their things to destroy my 6/6 that I'm gonna get. And then they have a Chandra on 1 loyalty. And then I play like Narset, keep up Charm. And if I play Narset, stretch. Yeah, there's just no way they're winning here.
Just the trick for this.
Efagast or Narset, I guess. I guess we'll take the Efagast. Okay, sweet. Yeah, my opponent didn't have an immediate answer to Teferi, and I drew pretty well off the top there. Yeah, wow, we drew all our gas cards in the late game. Yeah, that blood token won't do much to you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Good game. Yeah, alright. Alright, we got there. Oh, one more. GG Afazar. Your deck looked kind of cool, but yeah, some of the cards, maybe the Blood Type Harvester, not quite up to the tier 1 high class pimped out blue-white deck that I'm playing here. Yeah, so cool games though. I like those games. I mean, I won, but those were interesting games. Decision heavy, close. I didn't know if I was winning in game 3 at some point. But yeah, my opponent... what did they take with the Thoughtseize? Day of Judgment, maybe? Or the Duress or something? They could have taken my Teferi at one point. Yeah. Playing against Lyris. They could have taken my Teferi. Which I think would have maybe been the better play. Oh, we're playing against food? Maybe not. We'll see what we play against, I guess. Get the tap land out of the way. I don't have an island right now, so... Also in case I draw Archmage's Charm. So this doesn't seem to be food. Maybe we're playing against another mid-range deck. Junt, yeah. That was a punt, by the way. I should have played my white land. Keep up the Fateful, right? It's better than keeping up field. God. You know, I'm actually gonna discard this, I think. Is that crazy? Like, I have this memory in my graveyard. I want the lands for the memory. Nice. Yeah, mid-range decks kind of tough. Like, something like this seems pretty good against my deck. Again, like, we've just played against red-black. Give me some of the meta decks. Okay, I'm happy to see that. Ooh. Ooh. Setting up our memory here, huh? Easy road to victory, perhaps. I like that. Let's drink some water. Junt mid-range. What are even the threats? Bone Crusher Giant? Aha, again. Again. Unholy Heat to finish my Narset off. Ass Trophy, okay. On my Field of Ruin? How about I draw 7, you draw 0? You draw 1. That was a... I mean, my opponent could have just kept up the trophy in case I do this. And then, if I do this, they can blow up the Narset, you know? Just thoughts. Divine Purge, again, not the best against the mid-range opponent. I guess we're doing sort of the similar sideboarding here. Baneslayer is not good against Assassin's Trophy. Narset, I guess. We could board out a land again. We're very experienced in this matchup. Or second recipes. And that's it. Commit for the Baneslayer. What I did last time on the play. On the draw. On the draw, on the draw, on the draw. Ooh. We don't see the graveyard anymore. That's unfortunate. I mean, commit just won me the game though. I don't know about the main. I feel a little bit less confident in going with the Baneslayer when I don't know what my opponent might have. Like, or yeah, I want to see more of their deck, especially post-board the configuration, to feel comfortable boarding that in. Forfeit, yeah. See my hand. Yeah, I like to keep even bad looking hands. Like this hand didn't look great. Against mid-range decks with Thoughtseize, you just gotta keep 7 card hands. If you go low on cards and then it just Thoughtseize you to death, you just lose. That is just a land drop essentially, and they might even miss. Oh, they did miss. Oops. But they hit even no creatures, so Lurrus doesn't do anything as of now. Memory Deluge off the top. The one-off. Yeah, come on, I'm feeling it. Because I could have cycled my Censor, giving me another hit. Yeah, I probably should have done that actually, huh? Okay. You can see my hand. Now you know what's going on. But you don't know what's going on top of my deck. And on the top of my deck is all the juice you could only imagine. All the goodies are up there. Yeah, you discard a Wrath of God? On top of my deck, another Wrath of God. That's how we roll. But this is really not a threatening thing. So, do I even care about it? Like, my opponent knows I have Censor, so it's time to cycle, I think. When your opponent knows about it, probably good time to cycle. Do I just blow up this little Lurrus? Yeah, I think so. Like, if I just wait with doing that, then my opponent might draw another Thoughtseize and take the Wrath. And Lurrus is kind of like a good creature too. No, that's a reason. That's a reason not to do what I did, I guess. Skyclave Shade. We have some goodies here. Opponent has 2 unknowns and didn't play land. So likely 2 spells. Maybe not. Could just keep lands in hand for Skyclave Shade. If I play Shark Typhoon and my opponent has Assassin's Trophy, ouch. I don't like that idea. I think I like making a 4/4 more. But then my opponent's just gonna play Lurrus and make a free one. I'll just play Teferi and plus. Then maybe we can get my opponent next turn. Ooh, okay. I'm drawing pretty good here, not gonna lie. Ay. Love that. Yeah, that's a counter. Oh man, but that's still pretty good. I was just talking about it. Bloodthirsty Adversary is so good against counterspells. Goblin Darkdwellers, you would have to invest 5 mana here. But my opponent just invests 2 and then plays a Lurrus afterwards. I do have to counter that, no question about it. Like, Bloodthirsty Adversary is a very good card. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't see that much play in Alchemy and Standard, at least, you know. It's a very good card.
That was uncalled for.
Do we have another Codex command? Really? It looks like it. Oh my god, that's disgusting! Wow. That's utterly disgusting. opponent's just gonna Thoughtseize me. And then my opponent also knows, like my opponent's gonna, I'm just thinking what my opponent will do with their adversary here. I think they'll just, I mean, I don't even know. Maybe they don't Thoughtseize me. But if they'll probably Thoughtseize me. I could just play the Shark Typhoon and hope that my opponent doesn't have the trophy. And then my opponent will Thoughtseize my Teferi, and then I hope to draw. I mean, I have these Hall of Storm Giants, interestingly enough. Maybe I can actually start racing. Okay. Yeah, my opponent's at 16. I can make a 4/4. I can attack for 11 or something, maybe. Let's see what they do. Best case is if they don't go for Thoughtseize, of course. But I'd be surprised. Huh. I actually could have played my land, huh? Because... Whoa, okay. What are you doing? Mill free, target opponent loses 2. Okay. That's cool with me. Yeah, I could have played my land because if my opponent goes for cooldown's command discard, I can cycle in response. Well, no, I think it's all fine. Like, this is also incentivizing my opponent to attack. If I play a land, my opponent actually can just know that I have this this Hall of Storm Giants and might not even attack. Okay, I think it's Narset time. Or I could Teferi minus. My opponent plays Lyrus, animates. I think I want to find Narset for like a counter spell.
I know 88 ways to thoughtfulness.
Shark Typhoon. Stay back on defense. Now I can. Now if my opponent goes for the Hive, I can double block. So my opponent can't really do that. Lyrus not very good here. For now, I mean, next turn. Lyrus plus adversary is a nice combination. Slow, but strong. Where's even the head on this thing? Oh, down here or what? I guess so. You always look like here, but then it's down here. Yeah. I have these beautiful unhinged basics and I'm using them, huh? That's a waste, isn't it? Interesting. That's a good play. I like that. That's a great play. Because that also allows to deploy the Lyrus. I will use my Shark. It's kind of crazy, huh? But I think it's. I'm getting a Narset activation and I'm removing the Shade from the board for now. For example, if I find Rest in Peace, that would be really insane. Okay, Shade coming back potentially. Okay. Rest in peace, please. Ooh. Oi. Shark and Deluge. Boah. Okay, I'm thinking. Sorry, yeah, I'm thinking. So, Teferi doesn't look good because my opponent potentially has 2 creatures to attack with. I could just kill my Teferi here, but I could keep the Shark, then I can go with the Teferi. Deluge is just so messed up. Especially right here. Like, I could just take Deluge, pass the turn, and yeah. The Shark is also so good, right? It's like a big creature. So I can make a free Shark, keep up Archmage Charm. I can make Teferi plus have 5 mana up. Ba 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 ba. I wish I could take them both. Deluge, especially with the flashback. Ay, it's just so good. Also makes my opponent kind of ooh, really? Yeah. Interesting. Just straight up. What? Going for the Narset with both? Okay. I don't even care. I don't even care. I still have a Settle the Wreckage in my deck. Would have been good there, I guess. Second Hive. I like the Fateful. I like the Charm. Now we could play Tef. Should I just draw 2 cards? No. Now we play Teferi. Yeah. Plus... be happy, because we have Fateful and Charm, so we can counter whatever they play. We can kill the Hive before it exiles my Deluge. My precious, precious Deluge. And yeah. The future is ours. And we might just be mythic. Yes, 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 yes. No, no, you die. Mana, okay. I couldn't have let them attack first because of the Deluge. They would exile it. Do I even care? I have another one. Gives me a land too. I mean, it draws me a card. Yeah, I think I do care. Because it also untaps 2 lands. Like, I'm gonna certainly Memory Deluge next turn, and that is very mana intensive. 4, 9 mana on play, 2 more with this, so 11. So I can Deluge. If I find a land drop, I can Deluge, keep up these 2, have 12 mana. This is not looking good. I mean, this card is not looking good. This match is looking good. Yeah, I'll just do this. Rest in peace. Be aware, I have 2 lands that untap here. So I have a minimum of 4 mana available to me. I mean, Rest in Peace is less important, but still good, especially against the Shade. So I'm gonna pick that, I think. And then... I'm thinking how I'm gonna lose this. Like, do I need the Veto? I already have another Tef. My Tef is gonna die. I can't prevent that from happening. Do I just take another Tef? Do I take a Narset? Do I take a Veto? Do I even play the Rest in Peace? I think I do play the Rest in Peace. It's tough. Teferi, a second Teferi always goes, you know? Always goes. This is a tough one, I don't know. Do I play the Rip? Do I keep up Charm? I'm a little low on creature removal, actually. But no, I'd gotta play the Rip, I think. Maybe I should have taken a land, actually. Yeah. Take the Castle Vantress. That way I have Charm up. Just okay, fine. Yeah, I mean this time it makes sense, I guess.
I'll have a better plan next time.
Beautiful. Now I have Settle plus Archmage Charm. Yes! Mythic! Ooh, Diamond tier 1 into rank up. Into nothingness. The abyss. The nothing. The mythic. Okay. Whatever. We made mythic. That's great. Let's see. Let's see what rank we are. Well, I was saying all the time, mid-range is not that good of a matchup. Still won those games. I mean, my opponent might not have played optimal at some points. And we drew very well, to be fair, as well. But yeah, it's the power of blue-white. I mean, you just have powerful cards in your deck. Profile. 445. Okay. Okay. Oh, I gotta work on my limited rank, huh? You must play a game this season to receive your season rewards. Well. Maybe at some point. Arena Cube. I played a bunch of Arena Cube. Doesn't that count? Well, anyways, I don't want to keep you any longer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a follow and subscribe. Please give me a follow. No. Wait. On YouTube, it's just subscribe. It's not follow. On Twitch, it's follow. On Twitter, it's follow. On Instagram, it's follow. YouTube has to subscribe. Why? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I love you all. See you next time.